Welcome to this special Air New Guinea presentation of the Happy Gardener goes to magnificent Milne Bay. In this episode, we are going to visit villages and islands throughout the province and learn of their history and traditions. We will see the spectacular natural beauty of Milne Bay, and we might even hook up to a few big fish along the way. To get to Milne Bay, we flew with our good friends at Air New Guinea, about an hour from Port Moresby to Guinea Airport. The airport is located just a short drive to Driftwood Resort, which would be our base for the next 5 days during the stay in Milne Bay. When we arrived at Driftwood, we had an amazing welcome by a Sing Sing group from nearby Mutuyua village. Then after we checked in, we headed into Alotau for a quick look around town. Alotau is the main commercial hub of Milne Bay and is only a few more minutes' drive from the Driftwood Resort. The thing that struck me most about Alotau was the cleanliness of the town and the friendliness of the people. And to tell us all about it, let's talk to Patricia from the magnificent Milne Bay.
Well, Justin, Alotau is the capital of Milne Bay, and people come all over the province to do their shopping, marketing, business and banking. Alotau is the local language, literally means peaceful bay. One of the things visitors note about Alotau is that it is a safe and friendly place where people get to meet and go on with their daily lives. There are shops, banks, medical facilities, and down at the main harbour you will find the boats of people who have come in from all over the islands and to conduct their business. Some have traveled for a day or two and stay for a couple of days and then return once they have supplies including food or fuel. For tourists, Alotau is a good place to shop for souvenirs. Like any big town, Alotau has a public market where villages and islanders sell fruit, vegetables, seafood and of course, betel nut.
Let's have a look at this big one. Imagine having crabs like that somewhere, you never get them out.
Alotau has a few levels, with the lower level being where the main shop, market and bay are. Then you move up to Middletown, where you can get views of the main town area. Then you go right up to Top Town, where you get even better views of the bay. The memorial at Alotau was only recently built and commemorates the Battle of Milne Bay. At the memorial, there is plenty of information on the role of Milne Bay played during the Second World War. There are also many other places of interest when it comes to World War II history. You will find them all over the province, including some old memorials near Guinea Airport. The most significant thing about Milne Bay in the Second World War is that it was the first time the Japanese were defeated on land in the Pacific. It was also the first time that the Australian Army and Air Force fought side by side in the Pacific, and the first time the United States troops fought during the war in Papua New Guinea. From Driftwood Resort in Milne Bay, I wish you all
happy gardening! Welcome back. I'm here with Jennifer Bigram from Driftwood Resort, who's going to be our guide over the next 2 days as we explore the mainland and islands of Milne Bay. Milne Bay lies at the most southeast tip of Papua New Guinea's mainland and stretches over some 300 islands. For now, let's go and visit the East Cape region of the province. The first place we visited was this interesting skull cave. According to the local people, the skulls belong to victims of the ancient practice of headhunting. The skulls were placed in caves as trophies of the victims, and they date back to the days before the missionaries arrived. It's a fascinating piece of history and well worth a trip to the East Cape. Next to the skull cave is another cave called Maliboi Anuma, which literally means home of the bats, and you can see why. Along the way during our East Cape adventure, I found this interesting grevillea shrub, which has beautiful golden yellow bottle brush-like flowers that attract honey eaters that are only found in this particular region. And further along the road, check out what we found. I have never seen a pig this big and fat in all my life. It's so fat it can't even see. The highlight of our visit to East Cape was a 1-hour bushwalk through creeks and rainforest vegetation to finally find this amazing waterfall. This is nature in all its glory, and there are many waterfalls like this in Milne Bay, as it is a very tropical climate, which means a lot of sunshine and a lot of rainfall. Welcome back. Now I'm here with Jennifer from Driftwood Resort, who's going to take us all around island hopping in this beautiful province of Milne Bay. We left Driftwood early in the morning and headed southeast to Samarai Island. On the way we came across pods of beautiful dolphins that came right up to the boat as we made our way across the bay. It was a 2-hour trip by boat to Samarai Island, and I was amazed to learn that there is a pearl farm operating there. Just have a look at these little golden beauties. All you women out there will die to have these beautiful pearls hanging around your neck. Now, Samarai was an old administration headquarters until 1968, when the headquarters moved to Alotau. Jennifer took us on a walking tour of the island, and we saw many old buildings which stand like ghosts from a past life. Have a look at this! The Anglican Church was built in 1906 and even survived the bombing in the Second World War. After Samarai, we headed to Kwato Island, which also has an amazing history. Kwato Island was first visited and settled by the London missionaries in the late 1800s, the most prolific of which was Charles Abel, who helped establish schools and trades for the local people. The Abel family continue to be involved with the people and the island of Kwato, even to this day. This old stone church on Kwato Island stands as a testament to the way the local people have developed their skills and trades. The church was built in the 1940s from stones all the way from neighbouring outlying islands. I am sure you will agree with me, this is an amazing structure situated here right on top of Kwato Island. Now from Kwato, Jennifer here is going to take us to Deka Island, where we're going to have a bite to eat, do a bit of snorkeling, and then head back to Driftwood Resort. Milne Bay and its islands are naturally surrounded by water, and where there's lots of water, there's lots of fish to be caught. Now fishing just happens to be one of my favourite pastimes, so I was keen to do some blue water game fishing with my two friends and fishing guides, Israel and Wes from Driftwood Resort. We left Driftwood Resort at 4 a.m. in the morning and headed out off Milne Bay to a spot called the Sunken Barrier, a huge barrier reef system that runs east-west along the southern shores of Milne Bay. A wide variety of game fish can be found there, including sailfish, dogtooth and yellowfin tuna, and wahoo. But today it was Spanish mackerel that provided us with our morning sport, as well as giving us a terrific meal later on that night. Let it go, let it go.
Oh, it's a big one.
Let it go. Wow. Gravely.
No, big one. Mackerel. Big finfish. Left rod. Big finfish. Left rod. Mackerel. This big one. Take it easy. When it runs, just let it run. Yeah. Camera there. Come on this side, but come up close here and give him a space there to get. Lift the load up, lift the load up. Okay, lift. Wide. Oh, that's a good one. It's really swallowed it, so no problem. Whoa!
Oh,
wow! Wow!
Now take a look at this huge 35-pound mackerel landed by our producer Glenn Armstrong. It's nearly as big as he is. Mind you, the fishing didn't go all our way. As usual, there are a few that got away, including one big mackerel that smashed the hell out of one of my fishing rods. See what happens when you catch a 17-kilo mackerel? You break your rod. After fishing around the sunken barrier, we headed through Boyari Passage, which runs between the islands of Biari, Basaliki and Sedare, and tried our luck in the open water there. After that, we headed back to calmer waters of Milne Bay and back to Alotau. Well, thank you, my dear brothers, for a wonderful fishing trip. It was absolutely fantastic. And tell me, what about that huge mackerel we caught? It's the catch of the day! Now, when it comes to fishing, Milne Bay has the best of both worlds. Not only does it provide some of the best blue water sports fishing in Papua New Guinea, but there are also dozens of freshwater rivers, mangrove forests and estuaries throughout the province. And do you know what that means? It means freshwater fishing for barramundi and the mighty Papuan black bass. Well, here we are on Sagahalahala Creek, and I'm here with Joe, who's going to tell us all about estuary freshwater fishing here in this particular part of Milne Bay province.
The best time to come and do fishing in here, if you want particularly to catch good barra or mangrove jacks, you have to come like at the early mornings. Let's say about when the sun comes up, you should come and start fishing. Also, here we catch, the type of fish we catch in here is, we catch barramundis in here. We catch the mangrove jack, red in color. We also catch Papuan black bass in here. Sometimes we catch trevallies, and also the cods we have in here, which we also catch. Normally you can see this water now, it is very brown or very dark in here. It's been raining for the last week or so. So you can see that when you cast baits or to catch fish, you have to get it straight where the fish is. Otherwise, you know, the fish will not catch it, seize it, because it's too dark. So I suggest that you should use something, you know, lighter or brighter, and then your casting should be also good. You throw it straight there and the fish should, you have a good chance of catching. Coming to this particular place, you have to drive up. I suggest you should have a four-wheel drive. When you drive up, you spend about another 2 hours or so. You'll be expecting some hold-ups, like when you come it's raining, you'll be expecting heavy downpour, and then you have flooding, and you have mud there. So I suggest you should come on a vehicle which have four-wheel drive on it. And then when you are coming, you know that you should be dressed for, you know, a muddy conditions. You should have at least raincoats. You should have something safety, something like gumboots or something that can, you know, help you through the muddy season. From Sagahalahala Creek, I wish you all happy gardening and happy fishing.
welcome back. We've just travelled across the bay from Driftwood Resort to visit Treetops Wilderness Lodge at Ulamani. Treetops is an entirely different style of accommodation. It offers backpacker accommodation plus bungalow and cottage for those who want to totally escape from the hustle and bustle of cities and towns. With this spectacular view looking back over the trees and bay towards Alotau, you really get a feeling of being one with nature. While visiting Treetops, I came across this beautiful species of Spathoglottis, which is a terrestrial that grows in the ground and comes in many different colours. It nearly flowers all year round and is absolutely beautiful and can be used as a normal garden plant. The Wilderness Lodge is beautifully situated in a wonderful landscape garden which attracts butterflies like the beautiful birdwing butterfly and of course all the different species of birds that can be found in Milne Bay province. Now Treetops is just typical of the wide selection of tourism experiences you can have here in Milne Bay province. The Milne Bay Tourism Office is located in Alotau. So let's head back and catch up with Maxine Nadile, who will tell us all about what Milne Bay has to offer. Okay, Maxine, tell us about tourism in this beautiful Milne Bay province.
Okay, well, there's a lot of interest in tourism here at the moment. Milne Bay has been classed as one of the 5 model provinces by the PNG-TP Tourism Promotion Authority, so there's certainly a lot of activity, particularly in the last couple of years. We have a Milne Bay Tourism Bureau, which is where I work, and our role is to promote and develop, assist in developing some of the products, the unique products that we have on offer. We range from diving to game fishing. We have the likes of Driftwood, who specialise in game fishing. We also have Tautili Resort that offers diving. They also have liveaboard dive boats. We have a few places that have been recently established, the likes of Doini Island Resort that's coming up as well. That's about an hour and a half southeast from Alotau. In Alotau town itself, we have a range of accommodation options, the likes of Masarina Lodge, which is the oldest hotel in the province. That caters to a lot of conferences. Milne Bay is also slowly becoming a conference destination, so we have the likes of Alotau International Hotel as well. Milne Bay has a range of festivals. I guess that's one of the beauties of our province, is that no one area is similar to the other. I guess the most well-known festival is the National Kundu and Canoe Festival, which takes place here in Alotau. Being a maritime province, it's known for its many different types of canoes. We have people from as far as the Norman Big Group of Islands and the Samarai area who paddle in, and they feature the canoes and are involved in canoe racings, cultural dances. So it's pretty spectacular. We have a lot of tourists that come and attend that as well from abroad.
One of the newer tourist destinations in Milne Bay province is Doini Island. And to find out more about this tropical hideaway, we spoke to Peter Neville.
Doini Island is 26 miles to the southeast of Alotau, going out through China Strait and past Samarai, and 5 miles east of Samarai Island. Accommodation, we've got a guest house which accommodates about 12, good for a family. It's got its own kitchen and everything there. Bungalows, we've got 3 on the waterfront. We've got another executive bungalow further along, and 3 tent bungalows, which essentially have got a roof over the top. They're well covered and canvas material, but a couple of rooms inside, and pretty much all accommodate around 4 to 5 people. Restaurant pretty much wanted it to be a big open area, thus the shape of it, a round shape with the kitchen and bar on the back of it, and then leading out onto the wharf The wharf is really there, it can cater for fairly large vessels. It also attracts fish, good for people who just wanted to go fishing and that type of thing, but essentially the wharf was built so that we could facilitate those times when the weather may be a bit rough on one side or the other. On the island, obviously there's some lovely tracks to walk around. You can walk around the whole island, it takes you about 2 hours to get around. You've got the airstrip on the other side. You go up past the airstrip to the skull caves, it's quite an interesting feature to look at. We preserved 27.5 skulls there, which has got a history and a story to it on a storyboard. You've got a surf beach on one side. You've got a lot of nice reef, particularly on the protected side on the north side of the island, and beaches all the way around.
As we just heard from Peter Neville, Doini Island attracts visitors from all over the world. When we visited Doini, we caught up with Nancy Wong from the People's Republic of China, who told us all about her tropical island adventure in the beautiful Milne Bay province.
Oh my God, I can't believe! It is so beautiful! Papua New Guinea is very different from China, very different from what I thought it would be. It's actually nicer and the people are nicer, and especially the places I've been to. We went to Deka Island for snorkeling, and it was very, very amazing to me and also to my friends along the trip. We saw so many different fishes and the corals. The colors are really truly amazing and beautiful. I've done snorkeling before, but not like that. So I was very, very happy and lucky I've been there and done that. And then we went to Doini Island. I think it's a big island, but I think we were the only people on there enjoying the whole thing. And the people there are very nice. They were looking after us so well. And the view itself, the beach, the water, the bungalows, the trees, everything there is just beautiful. Name belong me Nancy, and I'm from Hebei, China. I wish Papua New Guinea people happy gardening!
Woo! Ow! Ow! Justin, hurry up! Woo-wee! Oh, you like it? Happy gardener?
Welcome back. Now, sadly, we're coming to the end of an unbelievable adventure here in Milne Bay province. But before we go, let's talk to Jennifer to tell us all about wonderful Driftwood Resort.
Thank you, Justin, and it's been a pleasure having the Happy Gardener crew stay with us so that we can take you around and show you the beautiful province of Milne Bay. Driftwood Resort is located only a 15-minute drive from Guinea Airport and only a few minutes from the main center of town. Driftwood is right on the water's edge and set in tropical landscape gardens. There are 6 Cape Cod-style bungalows, and each bungalow is fully appointed with an ensuite bathroom. The main building of the resort, we have a restaurant and bar that extends right out over the water, where you can continue to enjoy the views of Milne Bay, looking over to Cloudy Mountain. Now, Justin, let me tell you a little bit of a history of Driftwood. It first started as a charter boat service in 2005, and as the fleet grew, the owners acquired a 20-year lease on the property that had a protected bay and wharf. In 2006, work commenced on the resort and completed in 2007. So though the resort is relatively new, we have had quite a few years being involved in the local community in Milne Bay. The local village of Mutuyua provides Driftwood with its workforce, so that means the resort also contributes to the village by providing work and career opportunities for the village people. We have about 33 staff, and many of them are from the Mutuyua village.
And that was Jennifer from Driftwood Resort. Now, unfortunately, it's time to leave magnificent Milne Bay and head back to Port Moresby. But before we do, I would like to thank all those that have contributed to making this show an absolute success. And they are the management and staff of Driftwood Resort, the team at Milne Bay Tourism and the many tourism operators in the region, the wonderful people of Milne Bay, and of course our good friends and partners Air New Guinea. So from all of us here at Driftwood Resort in the Milne Bay province, I wish you all happy gardening.